A chance at a second chance.
I think that this county prosecutor realized that something really wrong was going on here. And
4 men still fighting for their freedom after spending decades behind bars for a murder they say they did not commit.
Now they have the backing of the office that put them there.
We are just super grateful that someone finally listened.
The Lorain County prosecutor teaming up with the attorneys for those 4 men to ask for a new trial to dismiss charges in that 1991 murder case.
News 5's Catherine Ross following through tonight, explaining the evidence they say points to the men's innocence and why they're getting support from around the country.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
The calls for action are intensifying.
No justice! No peace!
More than 3 decades after what some say was a miscarriage of justice.
I want this behind. I want it behind for the people of Lorain County. They don't need to keep going through this. 30 years now.
Free Ohio! 4! Free Ohio! 4!
Alfred Cleveland and Lenny Edwards are flanked by supporters Wednesday.
This is a case that you should be talking about, nothing else.
Both men have served lengthy sentences for a 1991 murder.
I got out in 2020, and I'm still trying to, I guess, integrate.
2 others, John Edwards and Benson Davis, are still incarcerated for their convictions in the case. What have become known as the Ohio 4 were convicted of the murder of Marsha Blakely. They were also suspected in the murder of her roommate Floyd Epps. At the time, prosecutors built a case based on a witness account saying Blakely was tortured and killed because she owed the 4 men money for drugs.
These men had nothing to do with this crime, that their convictions should be vacated immediately, and that the charges against them should be dismissed.
Attorneys for the Ohio 4, along with the Lorain County prosecutor, say the key witness in that 1991 murder case knowingly gave false testimony, and many of his claims have since been debunked. Prosecutor J.D. Tomlinson recently filed a motion with defense counsel for a new trial for the men. All of the attorneys and several advocacy groups point to inconsistencies between the physical evidence and the witness's story. Court documents say that witness accepted money for coming forward and demanded more money to testify. And the man has since signed an affidavit saying he lied about witnessing the murder at all.
You can never hang your case on such a witness and information that they had.
The Ohio 4 and their supporters say all that should be enough to raise serious doubt.
They should not spend another day in prison if they should not be there.
A county judge will decide whether to grant a new trial, where the prosecutor says he'd move to dismiss all charges. The men involved say they just want their names cleared so they can move on.
For so many years, I had this label, and it just, so I'm hoping that we can get it taken care of.
In Lorain County, Catherine Ross, News 5.